Hello, I'm Victoria Corrin. Welcome to Party Poker Late Night Poker Masters. In each heat, 2 top amateur players will take on 6 of the game's most feared and respected professionals. Tonight's pros include a former late night poker champion, 2 gold bracelet winners, and a man from Hendon who some call the greatest poker player in the world. Piece of cake. Let's see who's jammed into the sponge tonight. In seat 1, a former European champion of 7-card stud, but playing Hold'em tonight, Lothar Landauer. In seat 2, a former winner of late night poker who also holds the record for beating the biggest ever field in Limit Hold'em. He's done everything. It's Peter Costa. In seat 3, our runner-up from late night poker ace, the Swedish teenage whiz kid, Simon Ehrner. In seat 4, a man who's done everything. He's got a World Series gold bracelet. He is the legendary Willie Tan. In seat 5, best known as a high-stakes cash player, but along the way he too has picked up a World Series bracelet and won the Poker Million. It's Dublin hero Donncha O'Dea. In seat 6, a Hendon mobster who's won prestigious titles in England, Ireland, France, Holland. He says it's destiny he'll be world champion one day, Ram Vaswani. In seat 7, winner of the Australian Speed Poker Tournament, but taking his time tonight, Swedish pro Michael Thuritz. And in seat 8, it's our other amateur qualifier from Late Night Poker ace, from Finland, 23-year-old Juha Karjalainen. Dealers are Marina and Stevie. Tournament director, as ever, is Thomas Kremser of the International Poker Federation. And hooray, the commentator is Jesse May.
Thanks, Victoria. And as we've come to expect in this tournament, a crackerjack lineup, a table you would pay to see play. I'm lucky to be joined by Aces himself, Simon Aces Trumper. Simon, hard to pick a favorite here, or is it?
Oh, you're not kidding, Jesse. I mean, what a fantastic lineup. And don't forget, with these 6 pros, we've got the 2 qualifiers from Late Night Poker Race.
Call.
Players beginning this game with $5,000 in tournament chips. Nice. Yellow chips worth 25, reds are 100, and the greens worth $500. Got a 5-way flop here, Simon. Everybody in. Juha, our Finnish qualifier.
Bet 200. Pass. Pass. Call.
Yeah, the reason Ram just called there is because Juha Karjalainen is in the blinds, so could easily have flopped 2 pair here.
That's a very good card for Vaswani. I would imagine if he didn't think his 1 pair was good, 2 pair, very good.
Bet 200.
Well, that's right. And if Karjalainen did flop 2 pair, boy, would he be in trouble now. Fortunately for him, he has only got 1 pair.
Rise to 500.
Yeah, I mean, Karjalainen actually right now drawing dead. Ram has raised it 300 more. Quick call from Karjalainen. His pot's pretty big actually, 1650, and Karjalainen, little does he know, he doesn't want to see the 8.
Well, I'm pretty sure Karjalainen's check here, and I'm sure that Ram's still going to put a little bet in.
Check.
Try and milk him for a bit more.
How much can Ram get paid for here?
600.
Bet 675.
Oh, a little bit more.
Ram's trying to eke every quarter out of here.
Good fold there from Karjalainen.
Just a little reminder on how to play Texas Hold'em. Here's Victoria Corrin.
The action starts with each player receiving 2 cards face down from the dealer. The 2 players to the immediate left of the dealer post 2 compulsory bets, known as the blinds. Play then proceeds in a clockwise direction, with each player having to make a betting decision. They can call, match the bet, or raise, put more money into the pot, or they can fold, throw their cards away. Once this round of betting is over, the dealer reveals the flop, 3 communal cards dealt in the middle of the table. More betting follows. Then comes a 4th card, known as the turn card, and a 5th card, the river. Players must make the best 5-card poker hand using the 7 cards available. Once the betting is over, the players reveal their cards, and the best hand wins the pot.
Cards up, cards out at the second heat of the Party Poker Late Night Poker Masters. 50 to call, which is pretty cheap after all, considering the rent on this table. The blinds are going to be sky high before we're old and gray.
Raise to 150.
Tripling
Pass,
the bet
pass.
with the 9-10 suited. If Ian has
Call.
got a plan to create a loose
Pass.
image, he's doing a good job,
Pass.
and Ram Vaswani called him quickly.
Pass.
Ram has his eyes on Iana like he's a
Pass.
pork chop.
Oh,
Yep.
Ram Vaswani loves playing players that he thinks he can outplay in position, and the fact that means that he's last to act
Two
after the
players.
flop.
The fact that he's got a better hand than him right now probably hasn't hurt.
Check. Bet 300.
Vaswani betting the ace for value.
I think Simon's gonna. Yeah, I think he's
Raise
gonna
to
raise him.
800.
Yeah. Simon Iana wants to set out his stall here. And he's made
Pass.
Ram Vaswani lay down a hand. Well, fair play to Simon Iana. He's played Ram at his own game.
Great stuff from the 18-year-old. If he came in here saying he wants to make a name for himself by bluffing Ram Vaswani, he can chalk that one up in his diary.
Being in the Masters is like the biggest tournament of my life, of course, and it feels great. But I got no expectation to win or even go through to the next round. But my hope is to get third and get some prize money.
Welcome back. Second heat action here at the Party Poker Late Night Poker Masters. Under the bright lights of Broadway, the blinds now 50 and 100. And Simon, this is not really a watershed level yet, is it?
No, you're right, Jesse. Really, the level where the action will dramatically increase will probably be from the fourth level
Raise
onwards.
to 325.
And Peter Costa thinks
Call.
that Queen Jack offsuit on the button, as we can see, is good
Call.
enough to raise with.
25.
Quickly called by Simon Iana,
Fold.
the Swede in the small blind with the
Two
pocket
sixes on the
pair.
flop.
And they're head up for this flop.
Thank you.
Interesting, Simon. Ian has played the most number of hands at the table,
Two
yet to
plays.
turn his cards over.
Oh, wow, look at this flop. Oh, this could get Peter Costa in a lot of trouble.
Check.
This is either where you're going to see Peter Costa in a lot of trouble, or where you're going to see what he is renowned for, Simon, which is being able to get out of hands cheaply. Costa's one of the
250.
best at it. He checked the flop.
Well, do you know what? Peter's really lucky that a king has come on the turn, because let me tell you, he checked the flop to allow Simon Iana to bluff the turn, and then he was going to re-raise. Oh dear.
Oh my gosh, Peter Costa's made 3 queens on the river. Ian has got a full house.
So, how much will Simon Iana bet here?
Is that good or that bad?
Costa's going to have to think about this, Simon. If he can only call, that would be probably considered a victory here.
Just in case it's not good.
Yeah, what a great call by Peter. How many players would have raised there?
I mean, Simon Iana has won this hand, but Peter Costa shows why he's Peter Costa. He never knocks himself out of a tournament. He couldn't find 5 players in the world who would have lost that amount there.
My biggest quality is always my patience, and probably I get good leads on players. So I'm never phased if I go low chips, and my style varies. I sometimes play funny poker, which I like to limp in, no luck and all this. But in the later stages, I think it's my leading ability that gets me there.
The only one that's come close to going out is Peter Costa, but he's still there, he's surviving, and he's got a very playable stack.
Costa has lead feet. He never moves from the table.
Pass. Pass.